Cheerio all. Okay, new case. Shelly Michael. So I'm fascinated with cases that, well, I enjoy the women killers. Always kind of freaks out my own family. They worry that I might lose it. But Shelly Michael. Okay, so this woman was educated beyond belief. She was a NICU nurse at Ruby Hospital in Morgantown, West Virginia University. But she ended up taking a drug that is part of the combination of the death row drugs. It makes all of your organs paralyzed. And she shot that into her husband. And then she took an iron and she laid it on the bed and left the house. And she assumed that that iron would light the house on fire and the house would be burned down and Jimmy would be found dead. And oh my goodness, how did the iron ever get left on? But it didn't work out that way. So she killed him at what point? 6 a.m. And then she took the iron, she set it on the bed, and then she left for work at 6:05. Now it's 8 a.m, and she hasn't gotten a phone call that her house is on fire. What the fuck? It's been 2 hours. This dumb bitch lives about 4 minutes from the hospital. She drives home, flicks a bic, as the prosecution says, and then she drives back to the hospital. She's gone for 17 minutes. Okay. So, we all know that if you start a fire, obviously it's going to ignite and go crazy. So, she left her house around 8:20 that morning. The fire was not reported until a few minutes after 10. So, that's over 2 hours. So, obviously, even if someone saw her at the house, wasn't heard at the start of the fire, a fire can't just sit and build for 2 hours before it gets crazy. But anyway, so she's so confident. She tells the police, please come interview me. Why aren't you talking to me? I don't understand. So they bring her in. 9 hours of interviews. Okay, remember, meanwhile, this bitch is having an affair. She's not the person that she wants you to think that she is. Nasty. Cute little girl. 5'2", 95 pounds. I'm going to put her current profile pic on this. She looks great in prison. Good for her. I do hope that she's finally admitted guilt. I'll fast forward. Jury gave her guilty with mercy, which means after 15 years, she can be up for parole. And the reason they did that was because this bitch had no respect for rules. So she's arrested for arson and first-degree murder, $450,000 bond. Her parents bond her out. And she goes to nail salons and drives to the town next door. The town is called Cheat Lake. It's right on the water. It's beautiful. To see her children. And says, I didn't even recognize them at first when I saw them. What an arrogant. See you in Toledo. If you don't know what see you in Toledo means, ask down below and I'll tell you. But she's ultimately convicted. She's banging the delivery driver for the company her husband owns. So, no offense to Bobby Teets, the delivery driver, but she's banging the delivery driver. She's not even banging a surgeon or something at the hospital. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to link the Dateline episode below. It plays the Dateline, and then it plays 15 minutes of the exact same thing all over again. But this case fascinates me. It's a wonderful book. It's called Playing with Fire. I almost want to see if I can quickly look up who the author is. I almost guarantee I'm listening to it. John Glatt. Oh, John Glatt, Glatt. He also wrote the book The Perfect Father. And he wrote a book about Chris Watts. So it's good. Hit like, hit subscribe. If there's a different murder case that you're interested in my opinion on, let me know. God bless America.